Okay, you can see we've got 3 parts here in our 3D drawing at the moment. I'm actually going to now try and create the yoke, the male yoke, which is what this part actually connects to for turning the grinder. I've just got to be absolutely certain here I've got the right part. So I'm just going to measure something just for a second. So go out to my little measuring tape. I'm just going to click on that circumference there, 6.48. And that does that correspond with the part that I want to look at? It does. Yes, that's absolutely fine. Okay. Right, I'm going to leave that to one side for a sec. I'm actually going to create the other part, the yoke, separate because we've got the dimensions, but we could actually make it up this. I'll do it as a separate drawing. So go to new, I'm going to go to part, okay. And if you want to get your yoke male drawings right, because I'm going to do this in a way, because you'll notice if you look at the middle elevation, look very, very closely, there's a little nick there which we have to do in a particular way. So go to new, I'm going to go to sketch, and I'm going to do this in the right plane this time. Doesn't really matter which planes you do them in, right or left, for this, because we will twist it in the assembly. So details I've got there, I can do this in several ways. I'm actually going to do it as a column and cut away. So let me go and let's come out of that, because I'm going to come in from the plan view. I'm just going to go sketch, and this way let's just see what we've got. Right plane, top, do the top plane. So draw a circle right in the center there. Okay, and I'm going to give that a smart dimension there, and that diameter is 38.10, so 38.10. And I'm going to extrude feature, extrude boss base to a full depth of, let's go, right, I'm going to put in here 66.68 minus 19.05. Okay, so that's 47.3. So I've used that as a calculator on that one. So there's that part there. I'm now going to draw another circle. So sketch a circle. Go on top of that plane, from there to there. Just check that is actually concentric. And I'll give that another dimension. This is the top part, so I know that outer circumference is 3.5. Okay, so let's put that in at 6.35 times 2. Okay, so that's 12.7. I'm then going to extrude, not extrude cut. I didn't want to do that. Let's get rid of that. Extrude boss base. I want to go up. And this time I want to go up by 19.05, by 19.05. And again, just don't forget that these are converted from inches. So I'm starting the sort of main resemblance of what I've got there. So let's just take a view there. And I've got other dimensions here as well. I've got a circle, so I'm going to put in a centre line now. But for that I need to actually see what planes I've got. Let's just see that. Right, that's mid plane, that's good. So let's just right hand click and make that visible. And bring it back to the front plane. I'm then in that plane, I'm going to sketch a centre line. Just click on the plane. And I'm going to go from the top there to the bottom there. So I've got a centre line, and that's halfway inside the cylinder itself. Now, I've got other dimensions here as well. You'll see a 27.94 on there. I'll come back to that in a moment. That shouldn't really actually be there. But I've got one of 38.10. So I want to draw a circle. And this is going to be a sort of datum feature. And I want to measure on that point there to that point there. And I'll bring that out. And I'll put in 38.10. Okay, and I'll give that a dimension of it is a radius. Well, it's not a radius, it's a diameter of 9.53. Okay, let's just give that a tick. I'm now also going to do another circle from the centre of there to coincidence to that one there. You can see it's black because I've already got other datums that it's referencing from. I'm also going to draw some straight lines from there straight up. And again, notice that these are lines that already exist. Now I could just do half a mirror across, which I may still do. Now I may also have to reference to the female oak because there are dimensions there that you can use across, because it is actually identical. The only difference being it hasn't got that bit on the top. It has a hole instead on that one. So I'm just going to draw another line in. That actual 27.94 is the centre for the arcs coming that way. So if I draw, let's just put a centre line around here somewhere. Okay, and I will dimension that from there to there. I'll put it over there just for now and put that in at 27.94. Okay, and it's gone black. So I now know that that is the centre of the other circles that I have to do. So let's just put those in. So let's just put that up to that point there. Okay, and that's a radius of 9.53. So I'll put a smart dimension in, put that on there, and let's put that in at 9.53 times 2. So it's gone black. So I've now got a point up the top there I can use, and I'm going to mirror this one across. So mirror entities, it asks me entities to mirror, so on that circle, and mirror about that centre line, and there we go. So straight across. I'm not going to draw a line across, but I am just tidy it up a bit. I'm just going to trim that away. I'll trim that away. And what else shall I do here? Let's just trim that away, and that way you'll start to see what I'm on about, is that actual shape of that part. But I'm also very conscious of that little nick there, so there is something that travels through, but I shall leave that for now. And I will just add in, I don't have to be too particular about this. I'm just going to come down here, go right away across to there. If I just hover over that, it comes down. Oh, I didn't do what I wanted it to do. Let's just bring that, let's just Control Z. Control Z is probably your best friend, but also your worst enemy. So, there we go, let's go line from there, just about there, and another line from there down to there, and if I just extend, so extend is opposite to trim, same as in the AutoCAD command, but this time it's sort of it's a little bit more intelligent than the AutoCAD. Now I need to go to my trim command, just trim that back. And the only reason that is blue is because it's not been defined. If I wanted to make it black, I'd just take a measurement from there down to there. I just need to trim back, because I'm still in trim, so I'll take that out and that out. I now see where all the grey part is. I want to go to my features menu and extrude cut. Okay, now you'll notice if I just swivel that to one side and it does it in one direction. Now on here I can put a direction 2 in and it does it all the way through. Just do the green tick. Okay, you'll now see that I have the bases of that part. So I've created a sketch, a tool to actually take that that through. Now if you remember rightly, I said there was a little strange thing going on here. So press the space bar, I'm going to pick up on that side. So I'm going to go through here and you'll notice that on both side elevations. And we do have dimensions for those. So a quick and easy way to do this is actually use that point there as my datum point. So I am going to draw in a sketch. Let's pick up which one am I going to do in. Now that should be down the centre. Perfect. So let's just show that. And I will take my rectangular tool. I'm just going to randomly draw a rectangle. And I'm going to put in a centre line as well. I should have done that first, but it doesn't really matter. So let's just take one from there down to there. That should be black. You won't see it. Now, I can actually append some particular rules to this. So if I click on that line there, I hold the shift key down, select the centre line and the other line. Okay, let go. I have all these options up here. So make horizontal, vertical, collinear. You've seen these before. Make parallel, equal. I want to pick on the symmetry one, so make symmetrical. And you notice that jumps in just when it's in my hands because I actually made that action then. So I just tick that one there. I then want to put my smart dimension in. So across there and come down, and I know that that is 20.32. Okay, now from the top there, I'll put another dimension from that line there to that there. Okay, and that, according to my table, is 18.42. And you'll see there that it actually clips the top of that, and there is reasons for that you'll see in the assembly. Now, I could put dimension down here. I don't need to make it fully defined, but I'm cutting through anyway. Just tick that one and go to features, extrude cut. This is exactly the same as the last one. Okay, and I pick on that sketch. You'll notice halfway, so I just go to direction 2 and green tick. And you'll now see that I actually have that part. Okay, what I haven't done is the top part, so let's just put that in quickly. It's the same as we've done with all the others. So I'm just going to make sure I get it in the right orientation. So I need to put a flat on that face there. Now you can do it in two ways. Okay, we can either create a line, a block here that cuts all the way down, or I can put a sketch here that cuts in towards the cylinder itself. The easiest way to do this is, because I've got height features and I've got width features, is probably to do it from the top. But before I do that, I'm actually going to put that chamfer in. And again, that's 45. I assume, you should never assume anything, but I think it's a 0.79, which is the same as there. So I'm just going to click on that top one. Okay, that's done that for me. Now let's do this one. I'm going to sketch on that top surface. I'll put my rectangle in again, like I did before, because I know I'm going to cut away something. That's a space bar to get that view up. I am now going to measure. Let's just come here. Let's go back to measure. Well, actually, dimension. Okay, and that there, as far as I can see, should be 4.76. 4.76. Okay, that's good. Now, I could do a symmetrical thing here, but I don't need to, because it's just a tool to create this. And I need to extrude down, extrude cut, so features, extrude cut. Okay, and that distance, as you'll see from your paperwork, that it is 6.35 off the bottom of that. So I'm going to put in 1905, which is what in there. There we are. And I'm going to minus by that difference, so 6.35. 6.35. And then there we go. And there's my part there. Now, I'll come and do the female one in a second under what they call a configuration. So do bear with me. See you in a minute.